recording, so whenever you'd like to start.
Okay. Greetings. My name is Dr. Darren Pearson. I am from the Department of Chemistry and Physics. I'm an associate professor here. And I was fortunate enough to receive one of the top awards for advisors at the University of Fayetteville State University. And I want to share with you some of my opinions about what I think a good advisor is. One thing I think a good advisor is, first of all, we are an advisor. And we really try to do is try to hopefully give my students the best information possible in order to make an informed decision. What I try to do is get the students, I want to know the students by name. So I try to meet the students on an individual basis, learn by the name, talk to them, and try to figure out where they want to go as far as in the future. From that one, I can then try to get an idea about where to try to guide the students in. Ultimately, again, I want to make sure the students make the final decision about what they want to do. Also, I try to take from Clint Eastwood saying, man need to know his limitations. I'm not trying to say I'm trying to be an expert in every single subject. If I have a question, I try to go ahead and be able to go ahead and talk to a particular source. Since I am in chemistry, if I have a question dealing with biology, I'll make sure to go ahead and talk to biology sources. As an advisor, I feel also try to inform the students about the best decision. For example, try to encourage students not to take hours that they do not necessarily need to have. Because there is actually a UNC policy that says you have more than 140 semester hours attempted, you will be then subjected to a tuition surcharge, which at Fayetteville State University is 50% of your tuition. So what we try to do is try to guide the students about particular aspects about far as the academic career. Also try to talk to students about some of their future goals. One of the goals I like to talk to students about will be, in case you want to go into graduate school, what I try to do as far as graduate school is share my experience about when I was in graduate school, and also try to what kind of thing to look for and what not to look for as far as in graduate school. As far as medical school, since I didn't have a background in medical school, I would try to let the students know about different aspects in medical school by talking to professors that probably deal with in medical school. We actually have several professors at Fayetteville State University that have a medical degree. So I try to go ahead and advise students to go to those individuals. But again, what I try to do, the main thing I try to focus on about being an advisor is make sure to go ahead and listen to the students, try to figure out where their concerns and their interests and stuff lie, and try to do my best to try to focus on their individual interests. As an advisor, I think it's important to remember who the client is. The client is actually the students and not yourself. And again, in closing, this is what I feel will make an excellent advisor. Thank you.